Good afternoon, students. I hope you all are staying at home during this testing time and very soon will recover from it. In our last lecture, I taught you about identifying the customer need, defining the market, market segmentation, and the factor on which this market segmentation depends, like psychographic, geographic, demographic, and behavioristic. Today we're gonna read about these factors in detail one by one. We'll start with geographic. As the name suggests, geographic factor is related to location. It's about establishing a product and in an area which is easily accessible to the target consumer. Also, we need to keep one thing in mind, that is the social economical structure of both these rural and urban population is very different. Means the purchasing power of both these population is different. Second thing is that, for example, if you have a retail store business, then the location of your store is very much important. Means if your store is in some densely populated area, you will have high profit. You will do good in your business. But if it's located in some isolated area, then your business will suffer. So mind you, the location of your business matters a lot. Second thing is, if you are selling some product which is climate sensitive, like you are selling an air conditioner or a heater, then also your location very much matters. For example, if you sell your AC in Shimla, obviously your business won't do well. But if you sell a heater in maybe in some North India or in Delhi, then you will obviously have high profit in your business. So the same thing here is also written, like the room heater would have a much larger market in areas of the country which has severe winter, but not much of a market in Goa. And same goes for air conditioner. If you are selling air conditioner, you should sell it in Goa, not in Shimla. So accordingly, we'll be deciding a location of our store. Second thing on which this geographic factor comes into play is the scale of your business. Your scale of your business will decide whether your business will be regional or national or international. So the scale of your business is also a very important point, crucial point to discuss. Second thing in demographic is assessing individual's personality. Studying about your target consumer not as masses but as individuals and taking few factors into account. If we talk about demographic, there are few factors which are very important, like the age of your target consumer, race of your target consumer, religion of your target consumer, gender of your target consumer, income level of your target consumer, family size, occupation, educational level, and marital status. Now, one thing I want to tell you, that is, what is race? Race is a person's self-identification with one or more special groups. Race is a person's self-identification with one or more social groups. So all these factors come under demographic. Okay, remember that please. Next is behavioristic. Consumers' reasons for purchasing products and services can be varied and complex. A consumer buy your product on basis of many things. It's a very complex thing to figure out on why did he buy that product. It could be a fascination or identification with the brand. Means some brand is there which he identifies with, which he likes. The loyalty with an existing one. Some brand which he is loyal to. For example, if I buy a shoe, I mostly rely on Reebok or Adidas. So I'm the loyal customer of Adidas brand. Or it could be the cost. Maybe a cost could also be a factor. If it's cheap, if I think it's reasonable, I'll go for it. Or a belief induced by peer pressure. Means my friend is purchasing something, then my friend also suggests me, and because of his suggestion, I also go and buy the same thing. So it's because of peer pressure, I'm buying that product. So it could also be peer pressure, cost, or it could be loyalty, or it could be identification with the brand or brand fascination. So it is necessary to understand the buying habits and patterns of the customers. consumers to take their own time in deciding what to buy, whether it is a kitchen product or a vehicle or a home. Next thing we'll study about is psychographic. There are certain products that have different considerations to some people than the feeling of necessity. We do not buy every product on the basis of necessity. We buy some product also for status symbol. The desire for a feeling of elevated status, enhanced appearance, and feeling rich are some considerations that go into the purchasing of some products. These factors are the psychographic variables that influence buying decisions. This applies especially to luxury items, owning a particular brand of car or a gadget, or wearing a costume of a particular brand and style may be a status symbol for some. For example, to show that I have achieved something in life, to show my successful status in life, maybe I'll buy a good watch, a high premium watch, or maybe I'll buy a Mercedes car just to show that that car is a status symbol for me. It's like showing that I belong to a higher class and I am a successful man and I have achieved something in life. So few products are buy not on the basis of necessity but on the basis of status symbol. So again I repeat, all these factors are very important: geographic, demographic, behavioristic and psychographic. Now we'll move ahead and study about the next topic, which I have already told you. I'll just reiterate again in a very fast way. Functioning of advertising means what are the purposes that advertising serves. It introduces a new product in the market, it helps distinguish a product from its competitor, it creates a brand identity, it sustains interest in an existing brand, it creates brand loyalty, it expands sales, it creates new demand, it creates a buzz in the market that our brand exists. Next, I have already taught you all this in my last lecture, so I won't give it much time and I'll move ahead. Next is types of advertising. So now you have a product and you want to advertise it. So what are the mediums available to advertise it? These mediums can be print media, which includes newspaper, magazines, brochures, flyers, posters, or maybe OOH. What is OOH? It's out of home advertising, that is outdoor advertising, which includes billboards, kiosks, trade show, events. Now, what is kiosk? Kiosk can be a small device for displaying your ads, or maybe a small shop in a good public area. Then we have broadcasting advertising, which includes radio, TV, digital, internet, mobile, social media, all these things. Then we have in-film promos, we have celebrity endorsements, we have cross promotion, we have merchandise, we have games, and we also have covert advertising. What is covert advertising? Covert advertising is secret form of advertising. So we have all these factors. Now I'll do one more thing. How to select the best media? Well, how can you select the best media? On what basis you will decide which media you want to go for to advertise a product? Two factors influence this decision. One is the budget, and second is the possibility that the chosen medium will offer you a comprehensive reach and it will reach the highest percentage of one's target audience. That means that first of all, your budget is a very crucial factor in deciding the medium, and the second thing is that your advertisement should reach a large number of people. So it depends on the medium, that your medium should comprehensively cover all the areas. Comprehensive means complete reach, total reach. The old paradigm divided these mediums into two categories. One is published and the other is audiovisual media. Published media would include newspapers, magazines, brochures, flyers, oral media, and the other one is audiovisual medium, which can also be called oral media, which includes television, radio, cinema, billboards, posters. And internet combines the properties of both these media, which is published media and the oral media. So no medium is absolutely suitable for all kind of products. It depends what do you want to advertise, and then you decide which form of media is best for advertising your product. So we'll decide about all these mediums like newspaper, television, radio, direct mail in detail in our next lecture. For now, that's about it. Thank you for listening to me and stay at home, stay safe.